Okay, my beautiful people, this is Kay, and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Thank you for joining with me. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. Again, we're going to do a zodiac reading, and I'm going to choose one of the tiles here for whatever zodiac sign we'll be reading for today. And if you like what you see or hear, would you please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up, as well as a comment and comment and a share if you like, if you feel up to it. But let's get going now. I'm going to pull the tile I've already shook. I'm just going to mess them around a little bit more, and then I'm not watching. Of course, it's a C. We saw it there, didn't we? C. So it's C for Cancer, I do believe it. I think there's only one C in the zodiac. And let's make sure. Yeah. And then it'll go in the other box. It will not be pulled again this month. So Cancer, that's who we're doing this for today. So Cancer, what are we going to find out about you today for you? A little crab with a crown, looks like a crown on. Very pretty, very, very pretty. Okay, I better move these or else I'll keep picking them up with my cards. These are this is the deck. I don't know what it is. Yep. So, Archangel Michael, now that we know who we're reading for, I hope you can see the Cancer there. Yes, you can. And will you please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the cards and the energies in the deck? Help me to see clearly. Thank you. Excuse me. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer today? For this day is Wednesday, November the 15th, 2023. Celtic cross spread, cutting. Here we go. Okay, current situation, overall energies is the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, just taking a drink of water. Crossing it is the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, somebody's trying to work hard in order to build a foundation with somebody, whether in work or in a relationship, but I imagine it's a relationship because that's kind of like what I do readings for. Distant past, we had some sneaky behaviors. Cancer, somebody was very sneaky in the past, deceptive, lying, and just not living above board, had some toxic energies. Recent past, Nine of Swords, somebody has been deep within their stress, losing sleep at night. Due to this sneaky behavior. Okay, what's on Cancer's mind? The Knight of Wands. Well, I imagine if we went, followed suit here, it would mean that you're thinking about how you were or how someone was behaving as a player. Page of Cups is the bridging energy. So somebody wants to give somebody a gesture of an apology and admiration. I think of you. I'd like to, wonder if we could talk again. That kind of thing. Fear is feeling like you might be put into a third party or not being able to, depends on what's going on here with who, but this either fearing being put into a third party situation or fearing not being able to reconnect and be in a reunion and celebrating that reconnection with the person that you want to give that to, or your fear that you'll be seen by your person as someone who's just trying to get you into a third party connection. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's in the Knight of Pentacles energy. What the devil? Okay. Someone is moving slow and methodically and plodding along in a controlled manner, persevering, reaching their goal. Like they will reach their goal, the Knight of Pentacles. So they'll do it slowly and consistently be moving forward like the hare and the turtle, right? Turtle wins the race. So that's because he just kept going. He didn't fart around and run off the track and mess around with something else for a while. All right, and then the Four of Cups is what you're hoping. You're hoping to recover. I heard that word. You're hoping to recover what you said no to or what you lost in the past. Excuse me. So if this is a feminine we're talking to, she would be saying, she would be hoping that her cup of love will be received instead of rejected. If it's a masculine, we're looking at someone who is hoping to be receptive to the cup, right? To be able to recover what they once rejected, what they once lost by rejecting it. Okay, outcome. The King of Pentacles. Okay, so either you want a King of Pentacles in your life, or you are, becoming that matured version of yourself. King of Pentacles. Let's see, Hierophant. Excuse me. Hierophant, yeah. That's getting in touch with your inner self, trying to discover what's needed to be done so that you can release the fears and the rumination of your thoughts that are keeping you stuck. Your self-imposed prison you're in. You can literally get out, but it's because your thoughts are having the heyday in your mind, and they're driving the show for you. I hear one of my pets snoring. Must be Angel. Okay. Excuse me. And so the energy for the person in the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself, maybe being defensive, and tower-ish. Tower-ish. Oh my gosh. They've had a tower. They've had a tower moment experience in their life where they became having to stand up for themselves, be grounded, and put up some healthy boundaries because you're defending yourself. And then deciding that, you just need to plod along. You need to plod along slowly, not being impulsive and making decisions impulsively to move this way or that way. Just getting on your horse and riding through the day, enjoying the day, holding the pentacle, and saying, kind of like your crystal ball, saying, okay, where now? Which way do we go now? And so, yeah, you're just taking life 1 inch at a time, slowly, just plodding along, because you're going to meet your goal. You may not even know what your goal is just yet, or you do. Maybe you do, but we don't know. So, okay, back of the deck. We have the Six of Cups, which is somebody from the past that you sabotaged a relationship with because you were my way, the highway, or like, I gotta win at all costs. I will steal your sword and I will run. But it's because I didn't have enough self-love for myself, and as a result, I became very burdened. And you could see that you can look at it this way. This is about self-love as well. That Ace of Cups is about you getting in touch with your inner self and finding some compassion for yourself because of the situation that you created with someone that you was in. Someone from your past is returning, right? Or you're returning to somebody from your past, and you're realizing that you fell in love with them. You realize, you woke up to that. You woke up to the realization that you sabotaged a great chance to release all your heavy burdens you've been having over these thoughts and your experiences in the past with the choices you made before that were, hell-raising for you. Yeah, okay. Let's start talking about these two center ones. the 8 of coins and the 3 of coins. Who do you want to work hard to collaborate with? Who do you want to work hard so that you can reach out and reconnect and collaborate with? What's going on here, Archangel Michael, please, for our Cancers? Ace of Swords. Star. Queen of Swords. And there, the 2 of Cups. Well, you want to reconnect under the auspicious intention. The auspicious intention of being forthcoming, forthright, truthful, honest, clear, and transparent. You want to be hoping that when you reconnect, if you work hard enough to reconnect with her, that you'll be able to wipe the slate clean so that you can begin again under this auspicious intention. Also, you realize that she's cut you out of her life, okay? But you have been healing, balancing your energy so that you're able to show up with this instead of being in an energy that was so much like a player energy and this sneaky deceptive energy from the distant past. You have been healing this, and you see this one here that you had dropped as a hot potato before as a guiding star in your night sky now, and you want to mend that connection with them. You realize that she's going to be near wanting to cut you out of her life for good if you don't come to her correctly. So you realize that she's going to be in, when you first connect with her at least, she's going to be in her King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy of, although fair and will listen and hear me out, Cancer, she's going to make sure, because she's highly discerning, she's highly intuitive, and she's very discerning, intuitive, and intelligent, okay? She doesn't mince words, and she will communicate with you in a way that you will not misunderstand her. She may cut you out for good if you don't show up correctly, and that's what you know about this, okay, Cancer? Because there was not this equal give and take or reciprocity before. You were taking, she was giving. However, you want to turn that all around. You want to approach her hoping she's going to hear you out, because you've healed yourself from this yucky behavior here, this yucky way of living your life. You know, mistreating women, right? Because if you were playing with them, that doesn't mean that you were married. But it could be that you were married and you were, you know, you put her in as just the other woman in your life. And then took what you got and left, right? Left her high and dry. So that could be what you've healed, right? You wouldn't be like that. Because you realize she is the one that you are truly in love with. Whatever you went through since the time you were with her and dropped her, whatever you went through taught you that. It showed you that. And I always say, hallelujah. You have walked away from your past. And because you have come to realize, look at the King of Swords there. You come to realize that you had to put your past behaviors behind you. And it could mean that you had a wife, a partner. Now, why am I saying, yeah, because the King of Pentacles. So yeah, and this is the King of Swords here, that you are a masculine that needed to cut your toxic behaviors and ways of being out of your life, put them behind you, leave them behind, walk away from your investment with somebody who who you needed to be straight up and frank with. It's not his name, but we can call him Frank, because it's like making sure that you're the one that you're cutting out of your life, that probably, you know, the two of you rode off into the sunset together in this energy together. You both were like that. But you woke up and smelt the coffee, but it's been very distressing because you had to deal with your life that you created as that kind of person. King of Cups. Let's see. Four of Wands. The Lovers. And this. Wow. Okay. In the distant past, Cancer, somebody encroached upon your marriage with your wife, and the two of them became sneaky and deceptive too. And she had an affair with a guy, a King of Cups. She then had a choice between you and her. And she was feeling very jubilant, I say that word, victorious and successful, having options, okay? She was high in her pride and ego. She wanted to be seen as somebody who had it all. Not only a devoted husband that you were, if that's what you were, but having that commitment to you. King of Pentacles, you're well off, so I would say that she was after your money too. But see this one, yeah. Anyways, this wasn't such a triumph for you. She was choosing to be with somebody else, and it was coming between you and her in your marital arrangement, right? So she was hanging out with the King of Cups, doing all sorts of things with the King of Cups on your time. All right, so that threw you into a tailspin, right? Highly distressing. You didn't know what to do because you had this, that, and the other thing with this person, having built a life with them. This, that, and the other thing, including maybe kids, right? And then extended families, and you're just kind of really, really integrated into a whole community with your family, their family, and, you know, friends, mutual friends, working, you know, you're just so integrated. It's like, what am I going to do? Am I really going to be able to live out the rest of my life being with somebody who's doing this? That would be very distressing. So let's look. Keeping you up at night, and then now you're looking at the past. It made you start looking at the past, and that's what it's all about. How you did this, King of Wands, and then that as a result, Five of Coins with karma to pay. All right, so yeah, highly distressing. So you start looking at the past. You started seeing what the seeds you had been sowing in that negative player-like energy. You ended up attracting somebody in your life who was going to be in that kind of energy with you. Okay? That's very important for you to understand, Cancer. So you are wanting more, though. I mean, you don't want to live out the rest of your life in these circumstances, because it's not fair for one thing, and another thing, it's like all you're just going to be sick and probably die young because of all this worry, this stress, that this life, living like this with your partner cheating on you, and you growing, you're maturing yourself, realizing the error of your ways by looking at your past, the way you've been. You want to be able to sow better seeds, more mature seeds, so that you have more mature life experiences, including a partner who would be devoted to you, loving and long-term, that you'll be able to grow old with, which is what you'd hope for with this one. But you had, you know, you'd seen how you were a big player. You know, King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who is like big time playing, big time making other people, you know, like a stepping stone. But it's also you standing up and taking action for yourself, because you have experienced feeling left out in the cold, knowing that you left somebody out in the cold in the past, if not one person, more. But that is your realizing you have karmic debt. That whatever it is that you are experiencing right now is a result of how you had been. That it's at least familiar to you. You're at least looking at what your wife has been doing or your long-term partner has been doing, and you're saying to yourself, hell, I used to be like that too. Or, you know, why am I not okay with this? Because I have done that myself. Why am I not okay with this? That why was like opening up the door to the divine, because the divine takes that as a call, like you're making a call to the divine for help. And so things change. The tower comes in and blows it all up. Her tower is over here. Okay, so what are you thinking about? Okay, getting a sense of direction, Cancer, to make a different decision, to get off the fence. I've been sitting on the fence far too long, and I've been juggling my life from a broken heart. I have been, you know, just like, should I stay in this, or should I, you know, stand up, take control, and fight for what's right, and leave this behind to pursue my happiness? You've been juggling that. You see this now, how you needed to make a decision. You've seen the error of your ways. You needed to make a decision, and how you've been standing there or sitting there hoping that you could just forget about it, you know, because there's just too much to untangle between what you and her had built together in here. It was going to take a lot of work. It was going to take a lot of fights and arguments and chaos and drama, and with everybody, not just your wife, but your extended family and, you know, your kids and whatever. It was going to create chaos if you were to really look at it and say, I can't look at this anymore. I can't see this. I got to do something about it. So you just put a blinder on. You crossed your arms in front of your heart to protect your heart and push down your emotions, and didn't say a word. You are thinking about how you were like that, and how you just juggled your own happiness, your own well-being, with staying and not making a decision, and how it just turned out making more pain, breaking your heart even further than your first initial realization of what's been going on. So you've been thinking about that a lot. Maybe too much, but you've been thinking about it a lot. So the first thing you come out of, you know, from all this realization is this Page of Cups. Okay, I got to start small, right? You got to start small. You don't know if you're going to be rejected or not. You got to start small. I got to start small. An apology would be a great first place to start with, the one that you duped in the distant past. Okay? Your wife is just doing to you what you've done to your wife or did to another person in your life. Mm-hmm. Not just this one, but other people in your life. Okay? So Page of Cups, Cancer. That's a good bridging energy. That's a good starting, you know, first step. Queen of Wands. There's the one that you need to apologize to. She was your Queen of Wands in the past that you duped. Putting an end to the cycle of your ways, because your ways have been enlightened. Your mind has been enlightened to your ways. You want this happiness. She's on your mind, and you can't stop thinking about her, and you see her as a Queen of Cups, really. Right now you do. She was a Queen of Wands in the past, but she has developed herself as you are, and she's become a Queen of Cups. In your mind, at least, that's how you see her. So you're hoping she's going to be receptive to a cup, because she's got a big cup. Like this cup that the Queen's holding is ginormous, right? Compared to all the other cups you see, in these cards. It's so different because she's compassionate, caring, kind, empathic. She is forgiving, and she's intuitive. So yeah, you can't get things past her. But yep, see, that's her that you want to give a cup to. This is you put an end so that you can have a new end to this chapter, so you can have a new chapter with her that will hopefully be happiness, enlightenment, growth, expansion, fertility, just spiritual, right? Spiritual as well as physical. Yeah, you haven't been able to get her off your mind. Not since all this trouble anyways. So let's look at her energy then. There was the Hangman on the back, which would indicate that you have been having to sit still. Maybe you were, as you were considering all this stuff in your thoughts, that you received an awakening, which is very important. So what do we have? We have 10 of Cups, a happily ever after. The High Priestess, using her intuition. And the 10 of Pentacles. Holy cow. Oh, Ducky, look at this. Strong desire to be independent. Strong desire to be independent. We got the Judgment card, the 8 of Wands, Page of Wands. Wow. Okay. Tower. So there was a tower moment for her from the past, right? Tower moment where she became defensive and she decided she needed to just get out of Dodge. But she did it slowly. Let me tell you, she did it slowly because it was very painful for her. In the sense that she was so invested in this life that she wanted this happily ever after with you and a long-term commitment with you. But she had to find out the hard way that it wasn't going to be for her, not then. But now she sees that she's got options. And so she has a strong desire to be single and independent. She may be working very hard, like feverishly, on her own financial independence at this time. Yeah. She is obsessed about being independent. Yep. She's obsessed about being independent. She wants the 10 of Cups with someone. She wants that long-term commitment of wealth and legacy with somebody. And she wants it to be spiritual, both between, like, she wants it to be a spiritual connection, a spiritual way of life, a spiritual coming together. Just all has to do with it being God-led, okay, heart-centered, intuition, knowing things that others don't know, but living your life from that knowledge, that wisdom, like that. Bringing all sorts of opportunities to her where she can have this with somebody who is on the same wavelength as she is. King of Pentacles, is that you? Okay, she's ready. I mean, looks like she's done what she needed to do, and she's like clearly has a strong desire to be independent, at least independent. So she's doing well for herself, and she's highly spiritual. She's spiritual. She's tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to her spirituality. Intuitive. So if you don't come sincerely, she'll see right through you, right? And that's that 9 of Swords, wasn't that right? Was this a 9 of Swords? Queen of Swords. Yeah. That's her being like that. She's intuitive. And Queen of Cups, because you see her as Queen of Cups, right? And she may very well be. Right here, she's highly intuitive as well. So you're not going to get too far with her if you don't come correctly. because she will see right through you. Both of those see right through you. Well, she intuits it, and she intuits it and sees. She sees the red flags. So King of Pentacles, what can we talk about? How's this going to work out for you? Hangman, there you are. You've been hanging upside down. The divine put you there, made you feel stuck for a while, where you just weren't making your mind up decision, but at the same time you were being awakened. So hallelujah. And then you realize the divine has judged you, and that you have been making some final decisions on your own, because you just want to feel a calm, peaceful life. You've had too much hell raising over here. You're just like, okay, that was then, you know, and I survived. But I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive, and I want to be calm and peaceful while I'm doing it. I want to be healed, you know, completely balanced, so that the sun that I'm seeking is the one that's in my life, okay? My life, with the person I want to share my sunshine with right here, okay? And the last card is Death and Justice, okay? We got Death, Justice, and the Knight of Cups. Those are good last cards, right? So Death is putting an end to anything that is impeding your ability to grow, to transform into a better person. You can go towards her and say, I'm a different guy. I'm not the same guy anymore. I'm different. I changed. I'm not like this anymore. I'm not like this anymore. I have put that chapter behind me. I have grown and matured into somebody who is, you know, reliable and committed to what it is I want to commit to. I am loyal and committed. I'm grounded. I'm stable. I'm financially well off. You know, I'm wealthy in so many ways, except for in that love way. But I have that for you here, if you will but at least hear me out, and maybe forgive me at some point. Maybe forgive me at some point. And let me reunite with you, at least, if not in love right off the bang, but as, you know, friendship, socially get together, you know, have coffee out together, dinner, you know, maybe lunch, dinner, you know, coffee in the morning, and then lunch at some time, and then it'll be dinner the next time as you progress, right? Because I want to bring a balance. I want to bring justice to what was unjust because of me, because of my behaviors and what I did with our relationship back then. I want to bring balance to that. I want to justify myself to you in a way that says it's love, it's only love that I have for you now. It's only love that I have for you now. I had it for you back then, but I was unjust at that time, and I broke that contract with the one that I chose over you. And, you know, and I apologize. I only hope that you will accept that apology. Oh, that is beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful story. So let's see what the angels have to say. Yeah, for Cancer, let's see what the angels have to say for insight and advice. Maybe timing too. Let's see. Yeah. It's a very, truly a great story. All right, here we go. First card. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop pursuing. That's what I heard. Don't stop pursuing. But don't stop pursuing in a way that has where you're following your heart's desire. Being true to yourself. And it's up to you. Yes, of course, it's always up to you. It's not going to be up to her. It's up to you. It's up to you to be what she needs you to be. Reconsider if you're thinking of showing up in any other way. Reconsider that you don't want to force her. Like she's been moving slowly, so you need to not be put pressure on her either. So they say reconsider if you feel like you should just rush in and go blah, 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 and then what do you think? You know, what do you say? No, reconsider that. Because it would be unlikely that she will hear you out. She'll hear you out, yes. That's neither here nor there. But it'd be unlikely that she's going to say, okay, well, keep talking. Let's keep talking. Let's go out for lunch. You know, it's unlikely that she'll say that to you. And then you got some more work to do. If you believe is what you'll have. If you believe you can be everything that you should be in your life, like, you know, your best version of a human self, right? Your soul walking on 2 legs. If you believe that you can be like that, and be like that in a relationship, an intimate relationship with somebody, then you're not going to go wrong. That's the Merkaba there. There's that song by Sasha, Sasha, old song, back in the late 1990s. And I think it's called If You Believe, and such a good song. I encourage you to listen to that one. You're going to want to run out there and, you know, grab her, and it's a great song. You got to listen to it. So Cancer, I hope that was helpful for you. And so until next month, take care of yourself. Bye for now.